relationships.
Are you a Christian man, Ed?
I wish I was a Christian man. I'm actually... What is it? It's not...
An agnostic? An atheist?
Agnostic? Agnostic is where you think there's something out there, but you don't know. Whereas atheist is you believe there's nothing there.
So you're agnostic. Are you
I'm somewhere between.
Are you Christian agnostic or are you spiritual agnostic?
I would probably be spiritual agnostic, but I flirt between ever so slightly agnostic and pretty much, I
think that's
roll of the dice out there.
Yeah, you're a bit like me then.
I don't know.
But I'm the son of a preacher man.
Are you actually the son of a preacher man?
I went to church the other week.
Did you? Why did you go? Why were you in church?
I went to cathedral. So my brother, he's like proper Christian, like proper loves it. And him and my mum went to cathedral. I went to my brother went to cathedral. He was like carrying the cross because it was Easter. I turned up just before the end because he's like, come before the end. We're going to go for dinner or lunch with like one of his friends.
Yep.
So I went in at the back of the cathedral and there was like me, some old guy who was like, coughing everywhere. And this,
like old people do,
and this is a massive cathedral. It's amazing, and this like pretty Filipino girl,
sexy,
and I was just like at the back of the church, just like trying to chirps
in God's house.
It was.
Jeez, have you no respect?
I think I don't know if she liked it actually. She's probably like, I wasn't like,
because your brother's pretty Christian.
I was just like, what's going on? I don't know. I was just chatting. I was chatting to both of them, and then I was just kind of chatting to her more, obviously. So yeah, I was like, I need to go to cathedral more often.
Well, because there are loads of fit hot singles in your area,
and
but they're just on the pews,
coughing as well, just like on death's door.
Zero competition. You good?
Exactly.
You fight, like unless he's got money, in which case.
So yeah. But yeah. So
what's been happening with me then? Since because I think there's been a physical change between the two of us since we last met, and I think yours is more in your face and mine is more in my skin tone. So I've just come back from Greece, just to let everyone know. It's not that I've gone and fake tanned or anything else myself. This is my natural colour, just with a bit more sun.
You went on hollybobs.
Yeah, I was out for a week, and it was lovely. I went with my wife, my brother's girlfriend, my brother, and my parents. So it's like couples retreat with the parents. What has this world?
And how was the dynamic of the couples retreat? Were there any fights?
There were no. How can I put this? There were no fights between any of the like kids or their wives or girlfriends. But my parents were having a bit of a Barney every once in a while because they are looking. They've gone and done viewings. Out in Greece. Because they're looking for a house at the moment. So that was interesting, doing viewings in another country. But between all the kids now, we sat on a beach all week and had a lovely time and, met Captain Kostos, who had the most beautiful eyes of any man I've ever seen in my life, like almost falling in love on the boat. So charming. So
really?
Olives, yeah, like he
was like a strapping young Greek lad or...
I wouldn't say he was that young. He's probably a little bit older, more DILF material. He's a little bit older than me, but the thing is, he had the most beautiful eyelashes. And like light brown, hazily eyes that when you look into them, you just get lost. Did
everybody fancy him?
I didn't talk to this about. I kept this as my little dirty secret. Like throughout the holiday, I was just like, Captain Cox.
Did you get his
he was
socials?
Hot. Nah, I didn't. But I met him. Him.
Missed opportunity there.
I met him after we went on a boat ride with him, and he took us around the island.
Was there reciprocal interest? Do you think?
Oh, it's hard to tell. I think there was some kind of spark there because me and my brother we went for a coffee the day afterwards, and then we saw him down at the port, and we were like, "Hey,
could you see a future of you two together?"
I really could. He could sail me across the world, and I could just get lost in his eyes, and we would make such a beautiful couple. But but apart from that, my holiday love. Apart from that, I don't think I've been really up to too much. What have you been getting on with, mate?
Well, you have been up to a bit because you also went on a stag do with me for.
Oh yeah, wait, has that happened since the last?
That did. It did because we were gonna have this podcast a week after, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So we had a stag for our man behind the camera,
Producer Chris,
Mr. Chris.
the man who makes it happen, the man who has to deal with technical difficulties.
Yes, and that was quite fun. It was kind of wholesome, wasn't it? It wasn't too crazy.
No, I mean, there is nothing about that stag do that I would feel bad about mentioning, apart from some of the things that I drew on oranges and otherwise.
Yeah,
Apart from that, I
disgrace.
think I'm pretty good. Apart from that, I'm pretty solid. I don't know about you, but yeah, it was a very wholesome weekend of tomfoolery, of lots of just drinking bevies, going out with the lads and getting what was it, like awkward looks from people in the local pub, even though we were probably the most tame stag group I've ever seen.
We were just
in my entire life.
a noisy table, but we weren't even that
A
noisy.
medium
really.
noisy. It's like
Just
not
a
like
standard
stag do noisy.
10
but just
lads on a table
having chats and talking about dumb things the whole time, and yet like, that older couple were just like looking at us.
But it was a nice dynamic, nice group. Liked that.
Yeah,
That's what you need for a stag. No cliques.
No, and also the all the games that we played as well. I think the games were fantastic. Just like to say the hide and seek champion of the stag.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still proud of that. Yeah, wouldn't come
Great
down.
effort as well.
Held
Like,
up, hit up in the rafters. Wouldn't come down.
Yeah, very dangerous. So
Somewhat
don't be
dangerous.
doing that again.
Health and safety gone mad.
And then we got back, didn't we? And I was living with you. I was living with
and
you,
then
you kicked me out.
I played the landlord card.
And you're like,
unfortunately,
so when are you moving out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It was
a couple weeks.
Literally, what was it?
We're going on holiday on Saturday. And we
came
want
back.
you at.
You came back from the weekend, and the first thing I said to you is, "So when are you moving out?" Tito and I want you out before I'm going on holiday to Greece. I'm so sorry.
Which is fair enough. It's fair enough. I was
Not today.
destined to have a date that week, but I had to move out all my stuff.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm sorry I ruined your date.
she could have been the one. I don't think that would happen.
I'm so
but
sorry, man.
We're talking about dating today.
I didn't mean to cock block you. Yeah. So just to bring everyone back, welcome back everyone to podcast number 3.
Welcome
Looking
back.
forward to it. Yeah. The elephant. And just to introduce myself, I'm
Ali.
This is the wonderful and mysterious Ali. And today we're going to be talking about our favourite little topic at the moment, dating. Woo! So, Ali, now seeing I'd just like to clarify this as well. I don't think I've been on any proper dates with anybody else apart from my wife, or at least I don't think I have for the past 8 years. So all my sort of dating experience of late is going to be
Quite regimented monthly dates. How often do you date these days?
like a month to every 2 weeks. But I have to say, I'm gonna stick my hand up and admit I am shit at taking my wife out for dates. I am more like the person who is just like, oh yeah, like we should just go and do this thing, and then she just like organizes our entire schedule of like, we're going to go see this person, we're going to go do this, we're going to go do that. And actually I've been sitting down, well, my wife sat me down and was basically like, you're really shit at getting ideas for dates and everything else like that. And I think that's because I'm so afraid of getting the wrong place or not getting somewhere that is fun, because every time I've taken my wife out, she's like, I don't like this restaurant, I don't like this place you've taken me, why are you bothering taking me here? And then usually what I do, which is actually something that I did last week, was my wife asked me a while ago when her friends were back in town, they were like, oh, should we all go see Hamilton, the play, like the musical, like fantastic musical? And I was like, I don't really fancy it, don't really fancy doing this. And then my mate Tina, who loves going to the theatre and musical theatre and stuff like that, she's like, oh, it's my birthday, shall we go out to a show? Hey, how about we go see Hamilton? And I was like, fuck yes. And then I went back to my wife and I was like, oh, by the way, I'm going to go out with Tina and go see Hamilton. She was like, you fucking what? Like I asked you 2 months ago if you wanted to go and see this. And so, yeah, I'm pretty bad when it comes to
So when are you going to
dating.
see? Is this is coming up, or is this?
No. It's just been. I went to Hamilton.
So when was the last
this week.
time you and Tito had like a
date night?
A date night, like go to the pub, just you two.
I think it was probably about like 3 weeks ago. We just decided to
That's
go
not too
out for
bad. You've been away.
a pint and a couple of drinks. But the thing is, though, as well, is that she's now decided that. Well, not decided. She gave up alcohol for Lent.
Yeah.
Which is like, obviously 40 days and 40 nights is quite big. And she's only recently come back to drinking. So like going out to the pub and just having drinks isn't exactly our thing. But I will stick
Laser
my hand
Quest?
up. Yeah, exactly. We're going to go-karting because she's trying to learn to drive. So it's like, perfect, let's get some practice in before you take on the car. But yeah, I mean, I'll stick my hand up and be like, all of my sort of like dating stuff, I'm pretty bad at it. I'm trying to get more into every 2 weeks. The other problem is, though, is that I'm tight as shit. and I'm trying to save up as much money as I can because we're constantly like trying to save up for like the next big thing to do. We bought a car this year. That was a big expense. We've done a couple of other things. You know what I mean? And it's like, I keep on saying to myself, when we don't have huge expenses to pay for, then I will like spend more time with Tito, take more money out on her. But it just seems to be, I've gotten into this like sort of semi-lazy, really like sort of fixated rut on saving money. And that's where I'm like, oh, we could go out for a beer, or we could stay in, or this. But actually, no, I really need to pick it up in my dating life.
What about like, you could probably do a date, like an afternoon picnic date or something. It's good, it's spring now. Like you could just do something cheap like that. Get yourself a bottle. She's not drinking, so you can just have a bottle of wine.
just hey, let's go out with this picnic and just be swigging
pork
wine.
pie sausage roll.
Everyone's favourite snack. Oh, okay, but fine. But how about you? How's yours sort of like dating life going at the moment then, mate?
I mean, at the moment I'm out of action. So I've had a bit of minor surgery, so I'm gonna
wishing you a speedy recovery.
Yeah, I can't. I'm out of action for a week or two. I might try and get on the dating hype next week again. But it's just a endless circle of the apps. Maybe having a date or two there, and like you kind of like it's like throwing loads of shit at a wall and seeing what sticks. Honestly, it's like
I love this viewpoint of like how men potentially look at dating as compared to women as well. Just fuck it, like I'm just gonna message.
I don't know.
As many people as I can.
I got a match. Brilliant. We're actually talking for more than 2 days. Let's go for a date. Bang, no reply, or on the odd occasion, let's next week, and then you have that date, and then I would say 50% of the time they're quite good or they're all right, and then 50% of the time they're just like, this is a waste of our time.
But are you optimistic about dating as well? Like, as you're saying, it's like a 50-50 whether it's good or not.
I've been ground down so much that I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm not optimistic, I'm pessimistic about them, but I used to get to the, I don't know, like, I suppose I have had the odd relationship fling over the last few years, but I've not had I've had very few like long-term relationships. So I have been kind of constantly dating for quite a while. But
what, short
I used to probably
things?
be more excited early doors, whereas these days I'm like, I got a date tonight.
Do you, because this is interesting, because I spoke to one of my mates about this as well, and she's a girl, just for clarity, to like look at this thing. And she was sort of saying that girls look at dating very differently to how guys look at dating. And she was saying to me, well, why do, like, whenever it's a date, like a proper dating situation, why do I want to go out on a date to like a mediocre place with someone I'm like maybe semi-interested in, when I can get all of the excitement I like in my life from just going out with my friends? Like, you know what I mean? And it's is it almost that it detracts away from the time when you could be spending time with your mate?
I think all the kind of flings or relationships I've had, I'd say they've all been from the real world. All the ones, I mean, there's been a few. There's been
what
a couple.
What do you mean the real world?
They've always been from like meeting people in a bar or through friends of friends.
Okay. Yeah.
And through a bit more of an organic experience where you're having fun with your mates, when you're like in a bar and you're just having a great time.
Those are the best.
And then you connect with somebody
and
on
someone
a
can
much
feel
better
that,
level.
can't they? Because they
Whereas
see
you cannot do that on the apps, which is the primary source for me, and I think for a lot of people, of how to date. And it's all quite soulless. You're there, like you don't know what the vibe of the person's going to be like on the other side when you meet with them.
Did you ever complete like some of the apps and get through all of your swipes?
I think I did back in the day. I think
I think
that was a thing.
Just the
wasn't
tactic.
It?
You go back to your thing and saying,
now they don't do that because they limit you with the amount of likes you can get.
I
think
I heard
back in the
Hinge
day
has limited you on the amount of like conversations you can have with at a single time.
Yeah, now it's like it probably is for that to keep you on there and so you don't complete the app.
Done it, been there. I have to now set my search ring out further.
Also, I think they feed. I was speaking to my mate Charles, who I live with about this, and he gets the same people. And I sometimes get, I've seen you before. I've seen you. It's like the algorithm's got like you down
stuck
to
in
like
a rut.
they. Yeah, I don't know about a rut, but they've just got like they just kind of feed you who they think you like, and they're like, you will like this person almost.
Yeah,
It's her again.
So smart.
It's like, okay.
And yeah, you're like, you stop trying to, like the algorithm's
like,
trying to make it happen,
and,
but one of you keeps on going no every time.
I suppose, like it's effort. It's very time consuming, and you want to, I like to send voice notes because I'm quicker with that than writing something down. But that's just a bit much, sending a voice note. You had to like chat to someone for a few days.
But also, voice notes are great because no one can screenshot a voice note.
No.
So you can, obviously it's not like you're going to try and say something, but if anything is ever to be used against you,
if you're using a voice note, up soft boy or whatever, no risk of that.
No one can ever. We were in a WhatsApp chat saying what?
Mate, my chat on there is so dry as well. So I'm just like, I'm not. It's very middle of the road. Nothing.
Do you not have like exciting. A go-to chat up line? Do you not have like some good
I remember
ones
speaking to your brother about this, and he's like, "Mate, you've got to put yourself. You've got to be more controversial than that." And it's like. Oh, I don't know. I've got no imagination with that kind of stuff.
Taking it from my dad's school of, you just have to be really fucking out there and just say whatever comes to your mind and just shout someone down and then say something that's going to grab attention.
But I don't know. It's like, it's pretty soulless, time consuming, and it's not exactly very exciting. What's been quite interesting over the last few years, especially in London, literally the last year or so, is this emergence of singles nights for dating, which
You've been on a few, haven't you?
I have been on quite a few of them over the last few months. I haven't been on one for a while. So I remember going to my first one with my mate Charles again. He was like, "Oh,
who can't be here tonight?
Singles night going on this weekend." I was like, "What?" Bit strange, not for me. And then he went to it and he's like, it's really good. And it's like, I met some people. And then I went to him to the second singles night, which was last summer. And it was just like a really nice group. It was basically friends of friends of friends.
Yeah.
And everyone was this nice vibe. It was like mates meeting up. And I was like, oh, this is quite cool. I could go to a few of these. There wasn't really any romance there.
But what was the pressure on the dating as well? Was there any pressure on the dating? You know how you said it's like a singles night and it's like meeting up with friends. Did they have that kind of really structured?
This one was boy girl, I think. It wasn't super structured. It was kind of like Hackney chilled out sort of vibes.
Yeah.
In a warehouse. And it was nice group of guys. And I've been to a few of those nights and it's like meeting up with like a bunch of pals.
If it's really friendly, do you then find it a little bit more difficult to then kind of naturally find someone? Because if you're in a group of mates situation, like find someone you like and then talk to them.
You do. So what I'd noticed is like, I'd be like sitting down, eating my dinner or whatever and chatting to people, and then you'd see somebody looking at you and it would be like, okay, there's a bit more of that. There's a bit more, you don't really get that in the bar. You don't notice that in the bar, but I think in there, because everyone's single and it's like being in a bar, it's like being in a restaurant.
Yeah.
But there's more of a possibility to actually meet that person for you to go out your way. You get people looking at you a little bit more. So I don't think so. There were like sort of a few connections, but nothing really came up. I'm too lazy, basically.
Oh, really? Do you not?
I think I'm probably too lazy, probably too shy sometimes to push myself out there. But I mean, who knows? I think like a lot of these singles nights, what I've learned is you can't, with that one especially, because it's a little bit more of a community feel, you want to go to quite a few of them. So I think maybe if they put another one on soon, I might meet someone there, because there are a few people that I'm like, I really like her vibe.
All right,
so
okay. That's cool.
And I've not necessarily seen them at the next one, but then they've been at one that I've not been at.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then there's also these ones that are set up by restaurants, pubs, which I think I've only been to. What have I been to? I've been to two that the local pizza place puts on. And one was quite good. It was quite fun. It ended up with a few of us just going out afterwards. Again, quite a matey vibe.
But how do you find out about these places? Just for anyone like listening in, how do you?
I think through Instagram. I think I follow the pizza place on Instagram, and I was like, oh, they're doing a singles night, and it's like
really?
I've noticed everywhere. Like all these pubs are doing them everywhere. Like you just walk past the. That's it. I walked past the pizza restaurant. There's a singles night on, and I was like, oh, there's a worldies in there. And then like it was quite a good vibe, but it was quite chaotic, and there was no follow up. Like there was like one or two people. I was like, oh, I really like the look of her, but like. You didn't meet them. It was too.
Oh, it wasn't natural to try and like sort of cut
It's
across a
quite
room
small
and
restaurant and
go and chat to.
can't really move in there when you're like mingling at the end. And it was the mingling was that they need a bit more mingling.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of those kind of nights, and I think they can be a bit hit and miss.
Yeah.
So that one was all right. We met some good mates.
Yeah.
But I couldn't really chat to anybody, and I'm never going to see these people again.
But you meet friends everywhere, don't you, Ali? You're such like a friendly person. You go out anywhere and you're like mates with this guy. You remember when we went to the Old Man of Kent?
Oh man, Kent.
And like we were just in there. It was around Christmas time, and you were just like, "Oh, I just met all these guys over there, like in the bathroom. Like these guys just came up to me and started chatting with me." I was just like, how do you do this? Like you're always just like you've always just got like your eyes out for like.
No, I was trying to walk through them, and they were singing like some mad song, and I was just getting involved. But
exactly,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, I think so. Singles nights can be a bit regimented, hit and miss, quite intense sometimes. I think you need them. The ones that I liked is literally the one I spoke to you about earlier, which is the Friends of Friends one.
Yeah,
not necessarily regimented. Nobody knows anybody. Everyone's a bit on edge.
So you're not going to get cliquiness. You're not going to get like sort of.
It wasn't.
I've been
it's not
here
cliquey,
with this.
It's just I think everyone's a bit like, oh, I'm at singles night. You want them to be relaxed, friends of friends. Hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, have you met so and so? Something along those lines. So that's. There's only one that I've been to, which I'm like, this is consistently like worth going to.
Okay.
And I've been to quite a few. So
yeah, so you were like, what's your rating then on sort of singles nights compared to then dating apps? Is that like the singles nights are slightly better because regardless of whether you actually find someone that you could then go on dates with,
I don't know. I think it would depend on. It depends on the. I've been to other singles nights. I went to one which was basically like a club night.
Yeah.
And I was way too old. I think everyone else was like 25, 26, getting smashed, and I was like, what am I doing here? Didn't know anybody. It was fine. It was fine. I had a good night there, but I was a bit like, this is.
You didn't want to do the Leonardo DiCaprio and be like, this is fine. This is perfect. Yeah. Everyone's completely on my level. Look at all these 25-year-olds. Look at all these beautiful young girls. All these beautiful girls.
There's that, and then what else have I done? I did one. Back to dating apps. Girl on Hinge messaged me saying, "Oh, nice. Ali, do you want to come to my singles night? I'm creating one." I think she basically went through Hinge, got herself banned from Hinge as well for sending messages to guys about singles nights.
Stop advertising on
Hinge. Had a
Hinge.
meal, and it was all again very nice. Met a couple of mates. Nothing really happened. No connections. But yeah, I think if I'm going to do it, it's going to have to be sort of like low key vibe, friends of friends. Or it's going to have to be something that I like. Like there's one coming up that me and John, I think, have signed up for. My mate John, which is like sort of a DJ singles night. It's in the Greyhound in Peckham, and they've got like I think an event on, but everyone's single. Like a DJ's playing and everyone's single.
How do they vet you for that? Are they like checking people's Instagrams?
I've been to singles
and
nights,
like...
and people have been in relationships as well, and it's like, oh yeah, we're going out of each other.
And you're like, hang on, is this an open relationship?
I'm just here for moral support, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So you got that, and then you got dating apps, but then the real world is the best world, and I suppose the singles nights kind of feed into that.
Yeah, but do you, for your own like sort of dating experience, because when I used to date like multiple women at the same time, because you know,
you're a fuck boy.
Because I was a fuck boy, probably still am a fuck boy. If I wasn't married, I probably would be a fuck boy, but I'm not anymore. I'm a retired fuck boy. Now I put everything down in case anything happens in future. But like when I used to go out, so I mean, this was like, when was I last single? Like 25, 26. That was before I met my now wife. But I used to go out and I used to have this kind of like viewpoint of, like you would say, when you're like out with mates and just having a good time and you see someone that you're like, oh, they're quite fit. I would just go up and throw out the most ridiculous, stupid one-liner to them and see if it landed. And like with your saying, like on dating apps, like it was like sort of almost throwing, shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. I would literally just say, fit girl, fit girl, fit girl, fit girl. I'm going to see which one of them I can get to laugh. And that was it. And it wasn't like, I'm going to, she is the one, she is, wifey material. I need to absolutely be with her. I was literally just like, if she tells me to fuck off, she tells me to fuck off. But it was literally just like,
you've got thick skin. You've got really thick skin. I don't know. It's been a lot more organic when I've spoken to a girl. It's more like we bumped into each other. We've clocked eyes at the bar.
Yeah.
A bit more sort of, because I wouldn't have the balls to go up to a load of girls. Or even one girl, like, unless I knew she was definitely, like, there was a connection there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'd be too scared. I'd be like, my skin's very thin. I'm Celtic, so.
But like, you know what I'm saying? I probably took too much of like a blunt force approach to it's just a bloody numbers game and I don't really care too much. I think
that's a good attitude. That's a really good attitude, and that's how we should do. You should chat to everybody anyways. You should be like, oh yeah, the world is like, everyone's a mate. Everyone's a potential mate. Do you know what I mean? At least.
Yeah.
But I suppose I'd probably do that more when I'm going on holiday. I think I'm a bit more like that.
Why? Because there's no kind of risk.
I think the atmosphere's different when you're on holiday, but maybe it's like something subconsciously like that. But like in London, I think London is a bit snooty. I think London is a bit like, I don't know. I think
that's it. Have you dated anywhere else? Like apart from when you're saying like on holiday?
When I went to uni, didn't I, in Bristol, and
that's not another country. That's barely Wales.
I've probably had the odd holiday romance, but you're speaking a foreign language, aren't they? But
si, senor.
But like,
so when's the trip to Colombia then?
Oh wow!
Brazil.
I was dating a Colombian girl, like probably the last time we had the podcast, and she sacked me off. So I was like looking forward to that trip to Medellin. Or was it Bogota? She was from, but I think London has a sort of. I don't know. I do speak to people about this. I feel like the dating, I think more like the interpersonal world can be a bit aloof, a bit standoffish. Not terrible. It's just like people are a bit like, I suppose it's like Britain, isn't it? But I think if you go to small towns, if you like go like in Weymouth, girls sometimes just talk to you. Like,
really?
Right, me old mucker. It's just a bit more kind of salt of the earth kind of thing. But whereas here, I don't know. Maybe it's a lack of community. I don't know. What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, I mean,
or do you disagree with me?
No. I think I can understand where you're coming from with the lack of community, but also everyone's so busy in their lives in London. I feel like it's one of these places that attracts us because it's like, look at all these things you could have if you worked hard enough for them, or if you were intelligent enough for them. So I think like everyone is like you were saying, when you go on a night out and it's like you're having fun with your mates and then someone comes into your sphere, or you could be dating them, or this or that or the other, but there's always somebody else out there who could be better.
Yeah.
So it's like this sort of question of like, do you believe in soulmates? Because a lot, if you believe that there is only one soulmate out there, then it's like you believe in the many soulmates, as do I. I do not believe there is one person out there for me. And actually one of my mates had an interesting theory where she said, is your soulmate even somebody who's a romantic partner? Could it not be somebody who is a friend as well? And it's that sort of like, there are some people who look at it potentially as soulmates, or as there is always someone better out there. So it's like, if you're not hitting all of the right things for them, they're either not going to give you the time of day, or you even get in through that very, very like sort of initial period of the dating, and then suddenly they're like, I found a red flag, or I found a this, or I found, whatever reason it has to be for me to say, oh, sorry, that's not right for me. And then you find like everyone's looking for this perfect kind of person, when actually what you're probably looking for is the physical attraction first. And I have to say, this is my like sort of, this is my gripe, my elephant with the dating scene, is that I see a lot of people and they go out there and they're like, I'm not even going to give this person a chance because they don't hit all of these things. Or it's like you go on the date and you hear one or two things that then people say, I didn't really like this or that. And they almost set the bar too high and then have too many things that they're willing to pull out of giving somebody a chance with, just on the off chance that something might come and hurt them. And it's like we're not forgiving enough of other people, because the only reason I say that is now I've been with my wife now. We've been married for 2 years. We've known each other for 7 or 8. Like, our relationship has changed so much from when we first met each other to now. Like, the amount of times when we fought and she has told me with no uncertain terms, I hate all these things about you that you do. And it's like that sort of, you can either take that as, yeah, fuck all, or screw all of the things which you're about, and take that personally to heart, or actually take that as, does the other person have a point? And it's not just a point of like attacking you as a person, but it's to say, hey, and this emotional intelligence, I'm crap with emotional intelligence. My wife is very good with emotional intelligence. And it's saying, not everything, because it's how I view the world as well, not everything that is a criticism of you is an attack. So it doesn't mean that just because somebody says, I don't like something about you, doesn't mean that you're a shit person.
No,
and that's the way I take stuff so much of the time.
Yeah, same.
Like, even today, she was like to me, she said one thing to me, and I came back quite snappily, and she's like, why are you coming back to me quite snappily? I'm just like, it may be a question that you don't necessarily like, but it's not like I'm saying you're bad. It's just, hey, you know, can you do this, or can you change that? And it's like little adjustments. And I feel that with a lot of people that we're too willing to take anything that doesn't align with what we think or say as an attack or as a criticism, rather than saying, hey, why is the other person saying this thing to me? Could it be, you know, like, oh, am I the asshole? Or not even the asshole.
Yeah.
Is there something that I could do that is a little bit more thoughtful for the other person?
That's how we should all be. And you always got to see it from the other person's point of view, and just,
which is the hardest thing to do, especially in moments of like high emotion, to like
especially,
try and step back.
Yeah, like, I'm quite a sensitive soul like you, and I don't really see the other side. But it's one of those things with age I'm sure we'll get better at, maybe.
With practice.
That's a really good speech, by the way.
This monologue of like coming out, like trying to come out with something somewhat being advising, but
you should make that into a reel.
Like financial advice. Like I am not a relationship therapist. This is just my views on my own. Don't take them too seriously. Go out and enjoy the life that you want, the way that you want it. But I mean, you know, it's just. It's one of these things, like we could all be more forgiving of each other, and we could all give more people a chance. But I want to caveat by saying, if you're getting like kind of catfished or anything like that, or the person isn't as attractive, and people go, nah, sorry, you're just not attractive enough for me, I totally fucking understand that. Because who wants to go into a date and then meet someone and then be like, oh, this person really isn't that attractive. They may be like a wonderful and a beautiful soul, but I really believe you've got to have that physical attraction.
Definitely,
in a lot of instances.
Amount
unless
of times
it is
I've
your
gone
choice.
on dates when it's like, okay, you look very different to what your pictures
your
are
photo,
showing. And it's just like, why are you doing that?
like we men have that benefit of the sort of, all we need to do is grow a beard. For like that kind of makeup equivalence, whereas for women, some of them, you know, work really well.
I think there's a lot. You meet a lot of people when they
makeup.
say they don't have proper pictures of themselves at a distance, and it's like
Which
you've
one
got
are
like
you?
1 or 2 really good pictures, and then it's like pictures of scenery. It's like, why are you doing that?
It's like an NFL squad, and you're like, well, which one are you?
This is you. I want to see what you look like from ideally different angles, and but yeah.
In terms of your own preferences. So like, what would be your advice then to somebody like kind of coming into London, like trying to get on the dating scene or trying to find somebody else, or would you then have to specify, like, are you looking for long-term love? Are you looking for, like, what advice would you give to yourself just moving to London all those years ago for, like, in terms of dating?
I feel like, you need to get a group of like mates who have single friends. I think that's a key kind of. You need to go.
So you
to,
can work your way through the group.
Well,
so then you can just
that would probably happen when you're like 25 if you're coming to London, or 22, got your graduate job, whatever. Yeah, but I think you kind of need to. So like so many, like you guys are all kind of in relationships now. Like you're all like settling down, and I think there was a point a few years ago where we would all meet other single people.
Sexy
and
single.
now there's very few of us. There's like me.
Yep.
I don't know. There's like 3 or 4 of us, maybe 4 or 5, maybe, who are like single, and we're all guys.
All guys.
I mean, I don't have loads of girl mates. Anyways, I've got a few girl mates, but I think you need like a friendship group that's going to push you out there. Which is why some of us are going to these singles nights through friends of friends of friends who we don't know. And I think that's where you want to be, really. You don't want like your mate to go out with like a big group of lads and
constantly
all be like chasing one girl, but you kind of need.
Well, you could all chase one girl and then you invite her back to yours.
Yeah,
and you get that like Piper Perry picture with all the whole squad behind.
We all know the one.
Yeah, we all know the one. We all know what I'm describing here.
Yeah, but I wouldn't take any advice from me. I'm still single.
Wouldn't even,
I'm 35 and I'm single.
Wait, but you wouldn't even. So you're saying like sort of find your community, find other good people who want to go out and do similar things.
I mean, you just got to enjoy your life, haven't you? And
like
then
your tennis.
I wouldn't want to spend. If you can get yourself into somewhere where you don't have to use the apps, or you rarely have to use the apps, then you're winning, aren't you? You're winning. That's the bottom. Because
it's interesting you say this, because my mate who's she's also single, but she only likes to meet guys when she's out at bars, when she's out doing her own thing and organically, as you've described. She's also like, I just spend so much of my time going out and having a good time that like I don't necessarily always have time to go and talk to the guys and have time to go and do this.
That's
I'm just having such a good time.
It's
you know
true.
What I mean?
When you're like out with your mates, guys, we're more open to it. We're a bit like, oh, what's going on here?
Ooh. Having
like
that girl,
I think
cheeky
I've
look
spoken to a lot
around,
of girls and
they're
they're a bit like, I'm just with my friends.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily want to be approached.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time with my friends.
Yeah, because
so I suppose the female kind of experience is very different to the male experience,
and trying to understand that as well, and then having like some knowledge of that to try and like be like how you can try and not infiltrate, but get into those, crack the nut of those groups. And that's what I always used to try and do when I was a guy. Go into a group of girls, see who you can get chatting with, see if you can bring them back to your group of guys, and then you're off to a winner.
So,
which is my thing. But actually, I did want to ask you a couple of questions about some stuff. Right?
It's playtime.
So it is playtime. It is part of what did I do? So basically, Ali, you have been on the dating apps for a little bit, and you have been on a few of them. So what I wanted you to do was I wanted you to play a game of Guess That App. Okay, so I'm going to give you the
Guess That App.
Guess That App. So what I'm going to give you is I'm going to give you the name of the app itself. And what I wanted you to do is to guess whether it is a dating app or whether it is just a sex app.
Okay.
And then for bonus points, I want you to tell me what the USP of that app is as well.
Cool.
So we're going to start.
You best be counting these points.
I'm going to be counting these points. So the first one we've got is I'm going to warm you up with the easy ones first, right? So we've got Bumble.
Oh yeah, Bumble's an app.
Is that a dating app or is that a sex app?
The USP is the lady talks first, the female talks first.
Yep.
Although they've kind of brought it in so you could
do it either way, but that was the original one of it.
If they want you to, if they're welcoming it.
Grindr.
So they put it on their profile. Grindr. That is a hookup app for gay guys.
We're off to a strong start with 2 points so far. I am actually counting these points, Ali. And then we've got Raya.
Raya is what Charles and John are on, which is for
all the lucky boys.
I think it's a pay. You pay for it, and you have to be accepted. You have to be a celebrity, have loads of followers on Instagram.
I didn't know John was a celebrity.
Or C, be fit.
really fit.
Be classed as very good looking and photogenic.
Which I think that both John and Charles kind of fit into that
They are very
category
good looking.
of being very good looking men.
So there's that. Is that
so
what
dating
apps?
So these
did I get?
Yeah. You got your 3 with the bonus points. So I'm going to give you. You've got your points on all of those. So you got 2 points for each one of those. The easy ones, right? Now we're going to go on to some of the more difficult ones. So HUD, HUD.
I've never heard of that one. HUD,
dating app or sex app?
It's given me sex app sort of.
What do you think the USP of that one is?
I would say HUD. Is it like an acronym?
It is not an acronym.
Yeah, I'd say
not at least that I can find.
It's got to be a hookup. We've not had a hookup for a while, so a hookup app, and it's for HUD.
You're right about the hookup. It is a hookup app.
It's for like.
I'm gonna have to chase you on this one.
Burly men.
1 point only on that one. It is a kink app. So hard is for all you kinky people, and you put in
Is
your
that the new
kinks and you sort
field?
by your kink. I don't know if it's the new
Because
field.
there's field. Is that coming out? Is field coming out?
I didn't actually get field on my list, but
So
I was going
field
through the App
is
Store.
there's like I joined field. I'm part of Hinge. I'm part of Bumble. And a few years ago,
Find Ali on
there
all
was
your
this
local
mass
dating apps.
exodus
Yeah.
from Hinge to Field.
Yeah.
Field's a sex app or
Yeah.
like a hookup sort of app,
Yep.
threesome app, sex party app sort of thing. And we all go, oh, let's explore our sexy kinky side. And all these Hinge people on there went on there and watered it down and pissed off all the Field people. And the Field people have gone to another app, which might be heard. I don't know.
We're
We're trying to work it out. Me and the Hinge people are trying to work it out. I never went to any sex parties.
You still can. Right, the next one I got for you is Woo Plus.
Woo Plus.
Sex app or dating app?
Woo Plus sounds like a dating app for like Gen Z or something.
Can confirm it is a dating app. And for bonus points, what is its USB?
For Gen Z, like woo, party people. I don't know.
Incorrect. It's for big, beautiful women.
BBW.
BBW is a BBW dating app. So if you want to
Oh.
meet any big, beautiful women, get onto Woo Plus. Tantan.
Tantan. So Tantan.
Dating app or sex app?
I feel like that's going to be a sex app again. Kink.
Sex app.
Yeah.
Incorrect, unfortunately.
Dang.
For the point, do you want to go what the USB is?
Tanned people.
No. Asian dating app. That's 0 points.
Ah,
Right. The League. This one's got a bit more of an imposing
the
name.
League. That's got
Sex
to be
app or dating app?
Yeah, that's got to be quite sex app, and that's going to be like people in the city cuckold shit.
No, you're wrong. It's a dating app, and it's for dating ambitious people. And I put in here brackets scam app from reading some of the reviews.
Oh, it's a
It's a
scam.
paywall sort of meet only ambitious people in your area,
And
but
there's
only through a
nobody on
paywall.
it, and there's a few models.
It's complete
and-
crap,
Yeah,
apparently.
okay.
So that was good. I'm going to give you a bit of an easier one. Cougarly.
Oh, there we go. So that is, it's got to be a sex app because it's like
Cougarly.
you don't. Is that? It could be a dating app. It
Which
sounds
one-
like
which side are you
it's
falling
sex
on?
app.
It's
sex app.
It's a dating app.
So it's
It's a dating app. What's the USP?
Young guys looking for older women.
Old women is the one. Yeah, so you got that
So
one.
is that? That's mad.
Yeah, that is mad. But I love it that it's called
I
Cougarly
bet
anyway.
nobody uses that.
No. Oh, you're going to like this one. Salt. As
Salt.
in like table salt.
That sounds quite cool,
Dating app or sex app?
edgy. It could be a
love the
kink. I can imagine it being a kink app. Not like kink.
Okay, it's a dating app.
Is it?
And do you want to get the USP? You said kink, but I'm going to allow you to go for the USP of this one. You said it's trendy. You said it's cool. You sticking with kink
So
for the USP?
it's a cool app for cool people that are cool.
It absolutely is not. It's a
I'm
Christian.
absolutely
It's
shit at this.
It's a Christian dating app. It's Christian dating.
I wonder if that girl I met in the cathedral's there.
Right. So Scruff. Dating app or sex
It's a
app?
kink app for scruffy bastards.
Dating app or sex app?
Kink sex app.
Okay, wrong.
Oh, for
Can you
God's
guess?
sake.
Can you guess what the USP?
I've had enough of this game. I don't like losing. How many points have I got?
Let me just count that. 9. 9 points at the moment.
What is it? So Scruff
Out of a
is
possible 20.
it's a dating app,
Yep, you got that one.
and it's for scruffy bastards.
Gay dating app.
Okay.
0 points there, Ali. Right, I'll tell you what, I've got 2 of my favourite ones here I'll give you probably 3 more. Lox Club. LOX Club. What kind
Lox.
of app is this?
That is
dating or sex app?
bondage.
Dating or sex app?
BDSM. Yeah, BDSM.
BDSM sex app?
yeah.
Incorrect. It's a Jewish dating app.
What's it called? Locks.
Lox. LOX.
What? Why? What?
I thought it was be like hair locks. The actual app looked like a curl.
Yeah, okay,
So
fine.
it's for Jewish people. There was another one. I'm just going to tell you this for fun. There was one called Tribe, which was another Jewish dating app, but the tagline was "Find your Jew." I can think of a couple of other
Find your
people who might have
Jew.
liked that app
Yeah.
back in the day, but hey ho, we'll move straight on. One easy one for you. Actually, no, we'll not do easy. We'll do Joy Car, dating app or sex app.
That's a sex
Joy
app.
Car.
Sex app.
It's a dating app.
They're all dating apps.
What's the USP of Joy Car?
The Joy Car.
Joy Car.
So is it a sex app? I can't remember.
Dating app.
Dating app. You go for a date in a car and have lots of joy. I don't know.
I'm going to give you a point for that. It's for pedestrians and motorists, but you can also get roadside assistance from other people on the app. You can say, I've broken down, I need some help.
That's a scam.
That sounds like the biggest scam ever. But when I came across it, it did make me chuckle, right? So I'll give you 1 point there. And the last one I am going to give you for today is going to be 2 red beans.
That is definitely sex app.
It's a dating app.
Oh, for God's sake, they're all dating apps. There's no
2 red beans.
There's a lack of sex apps in this.
I think you found your USP, Ali. You just need to make some sex apps.
Red beans.
What's the USP?
Red beans.
For a
Cooking?
final point.
Cooking? Meat cooking?
Nah,
I don't
I'm
know.
going to have to give you 0. It's a Chinese dating app.
Okay.
So out of that, we asked, how many questions did we ask? 13 questions. And you got 10 points. Out of a possible 26, you got 10 out of 26. So well done to you, sir.
So what does that
well
mean?
Done to you.
What does that?
That means you don't know.
That I'm not the goat, but I'm a
You're
dating.
just below average.
Yeah, really. For God's sake.
Yeah, if you're a
Always.
penis, you'd probably be a 2 or 3 incher. Just below average. You're fine. It's good. It's okay. We
things
we
never
live and
change.
we learn.
Also,
so well done, Ali, on playing the dating app. It's not as you didn't know them quite as well as you thought you did. And I just wanted to leave you with another little thing that I did. I asked an AI if I was going to be a gay man, what kind of nomenclature of gay man would I be? And so I went to the GOAT of all AIs and I went to Ask Jeeves AI.
is Ask Jeeves still going?
To tell me,
Is
to
Jeeves-
tell me
Jeeves
what.
AI?
Yeah.
Is
there
it any good?
Yeah. Well, it said it ran on ChatGPT 3 or 4. So after I got some rather mediocre responses, I actually switched straight over to ChatGPT. So I said, if I was a gay man, what nomenclature would you classify me as? Please specify the questions you would like answered to confirm what I would be. Here is some info about me to start off. And basically it just said, what are your aesthetics? What's your classification? Body type, appearance? What's your age range? Personality and style, role preferences, and community identification, if any. I said, I'm a bit of a sturdy, muscular build, short, neat hair, had some facial hair, back hair, boyish, playful energy, confident, quite casual in style. And ChatGPT said to me, well, thanks for all the details. That's a great start. You'd likely be a jock, given your muscular build, sporty, casual fashion.
A jock, so you'll be an American.
I would be an American. ChatGPT
You should have
has
asked
turned
them
me
for the
American.
British equivalent.
Who'd be clean cut. Or I'd be a wolf. Do you know what a wolf is?
A hairy man.
Moderate body and facial hair. You're on the ruggy side while being athletic. You might be fit, but you're a bit slender.
I wanna know what I'd
could be an
be.
otter for a slender. We can always put this in and try and find out. Or I'd be a mask boy or a boy next door. Which I think was quite sweet of ChatGPT to say that.
I think you would have been a boy next door like 10, 15 years ago, but
Yeah.
now you've grown into probably a wolf.
Probably a little bit more wolfy.
Wolfy boy next
A
door.
wolf that's had a little bit too much to eat. A chunky wolf. A chunky, like not quite bear, but we're like halfway in between wolf and bear. We put on some pounds. But I did also say that ChatGPT also said, for your sexual orientation, what do you think you'd be? Top, bottom or versatile? I said, I like to be a bit of a power bottom. So what they redefined me as was a power bottom jock.
Well, there you go.
So there we go. So just in case you were wondering what your, ask your local AI as to what nomenclature you would be. Also, I asked ChatGPT, what would I be if I was a lesbian under that same circumstance? And it said butch or stone butch, typically characterized by a more masculine or androgynous style, sporty casual looks. So there we go. So now we found out what I'd be as a gay man, as a lesbian, and that's quite fun. But yeah, I wanted to, because it feels like, Ali, we have hit our natural conclusion of this podcast without trying to go into too many of the embarrassing dating stories. That we
Thank God
both
for
have.
that. That'd be a part 2.
Fuck for that. We're going to have to go into a part 2 for dating to go and talk
You could
about
do,
that.
actually.
We
Yeah.
probably will at this rate. I just wanted to leave you with another Yoruba saying of the podcast. Now, this one, I didn't actually ask my Yoruba contact how to say it at all, so I'm going to raw dog it, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate
Okay.
From trying to speak incredibly tonal
West
language.
Africa.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Less Yoruba, more South Africa. But here I wanted to leave you with this little nugget of wisdom, which I'm probably going to completely butcher. Esin I da onen dama tongan. What do you think that means in Yoruba?
Essen
Esin I da onen dama tongan.
Da'atongo.
Dama tongan.
Damatongo. Essen Damatongo.
This is like a saying.
It's a saying, I just throw loads of shit at a wall and see what sticks.
That is actually almost really close to what it is. It is, a literal translation is, the fact that the horse throws down the rider does not stop the rider from getting up and climbing it again, i.e. never give up.
Okay, so almost.
So there we go for dating. Never give up.
And horses shit a lot.
And horses shit a lot, as do we. So thank you very much, everyone, for your time today, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Let's touch tips.
I meet them with my